Good morning. For our practice today, we'll be playing around a little bit with focused attention and open awareness. The two words in Pali are shamatha and vipassana. Shamatha is a practice where we cultivate, we practice focused attention so that we can remember sati. Open awareness or clarity, vipassana, is less being in the driver's seat, less focus on a particular object, and is also a practice so that we can widen our perspective to see clearly what's here. One of my teachers was talking about how we see in the world, how we observe, how we exist. And many people think that seeing, experiencing, living is done so clearly. But so many of us, like you can even think of it as a mirror. This was the example my teacher gave. You think that you're experiencing the world as this pure reflection or this unencumbered view. But really, most of us are experiencing the world as if there's a curtain or a piece of fabric, whatever, even a sheer cloth, that we pass through before we can see. So pairing both of these practices together can help us either lift the veil completely or maybe consider that fabric that covers the mirror could be going from an opaque vinyl cloth to maybe a linen and maybe eventually to a wire net to eventually it lifting. Whatever your visualization is, it doesn't really matter. But that's the goal here, to see clearly. So our object of focus for the first half of our practice for shamatha will be the foundation of mindfulness, our breath. And before we go into your time and space for experiencing the breath, we'll practice some pranayam or some, I don't love the word forced, but that's essentially what it is. It's a breath that takes a particular shape or form. It's not a completely natural breath. We're going to be using counting, and a rectangle is the form of the breath that I would like us to consider for today. So our inhale will be a count of 4, our kumbhaka, our retention, will be a count of 2, and then our exhale will also be 4. Staying empty at the bottom, also kumbhaka for 2. Now, rectangle breathing is interesting because I find for myself, I have to be a little forceful on the exhale. My body, my breath tends to enjoy or linger in a longer exhale. It's very soothing for the nervous system. So if that's the case for you, you may need to use a little bit of the diaphragm to push the breath out to stay on par with our count of 4, 2, and 4, and 2. If this is at all triggering for you or doesn't work, just go with what does work, your count. And see, we're going to go for 10 rounds together, and then there will be time and space to explore breath on your own, and then we'll just see where it takes us. See how much you can stay with the experience. So this is cultivation of attention, focus. The mind will probably drift off, but come back. Sound of my voice and the counting can be supportive here. So wherever you are in your breath, let everything go. So this is our final soft breath. When you are ready, we inhale 2, 3, 4, and we hold 2. Let it go. 2, 3, 4, and hold empty. 4 and 2. Here we go. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Hold 2. Let it go. 2, 3, 4. Hold empty for 1 extra. Here we go. Inhale. I know it's a little sloppy on the bottom. Sorry. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Let it go. 2, 3, 4, and stay empty. Here we go. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Let it go. Hold empty. 5 more together. Inhale. Less counts. Hold. Let it go. Hold empty. Inhale. Hold. And let it go. Hold empty. 3 more. Inhale. Hold. And let it go. Hold. Here we go. Inhale. Hold. Let it go. Empty. 1 more together. Inhale. Hold. Let it go. Hold empty. Now do 5 on your own. Stay with rectangular breathing if you can. Two more for me. Keep going at your pace. Last one for me. Now, rather than a forceful breath, take observational breath. You might take a second to notice how energy may have shifted. I find that this rectangular breathing is very energizing for me. So if you came to the cushion with a little sluggishness, or maybe you were already feeling energized, just check in with full body awareness, and then eventually let that awareness settle solely on the breath. So while we're not controlling it, we still let it capture our attention. Few more moments of focused attention on the breath. I think my AirPods died, so hopefully you can still hear me online. I'm using my phone. All energy, all awareness, all our power dedicated to following the breath. 2 more minutes here. And from here on out, we release this singular focus on the breath, shifting into Vipassana. The point here is to illustrate how different focused attention and open awareness is. So let awareness drop away from the breath. It might take a couple of seconds, might take a couple of moments or minutes even. Open awareness is the reframe of the mind, of the body, of our sense doorways into this experience of openness. We make space for everything as it arises: sounds, sensations, body aches, energy, thoughts. Here, we create space by letting everything arise just as it is. It goes on its way, and we're still here. Space for open awareness. Thinking, sensing, feeling, rather than fighting against any of these experiences of rising, sustaining, and falling away, we can let them be the practice. Keep going with your observation. Before we come into our last few minutes of insight practice, Vipassana clarity, you might pause for a moment for reflection. How has it been going? For me, the word that sticks out is distraction. It's probably or likely common as you are approaching the beginning of your day, getting ready to jump into all of our activities. And maybe for you, it's been equanimity or calm, anxious. And you can let this moment of pause here be an opportunity for kindness. Let it be part of the practice. Don't let the fluctuations be the barrier to practice. Invite them in. Change the mind to welcome the vritti, to be part of the practice of equal merit, of equal benefit, because it's the noticing that's the power. It's the insight and the clarity we gain from sit. And for these last 3 or 4 minutes, let everything be here just as it is. Practitioners of insight sometimes have this reputation or stereotype that we're all hard asses, we're all stoics, we're all emotionless. But for me, this offering, this practice, and this call, for me, it is extremely emotional to allow everything to be just as it is. I find incredible insight, clarity, and from all of that, emotion, deep resonance and connection that percolates to the surface. So as we continue to practice this together, it will be hard. When we can be vulnerable with each other, we can continue to hold space as we go on our journey. So we'll close here. You're welcome to bring hands to heart center, slight tuck of the chin to the chest. The merits of this practice are of benefit to all sentient beings. We know this. And we include ourselves in the circle of compassion. Thank you for your practice today. Thank you online.